about making pudgy biscuits at Sir Alexander Fleming School in Telford, Shropshire. How many years have you been making pudgy biscuits?
I've been making biscuits probably for about 6 years, but in the last recent years I've had Mrs Jones help me to actually make the biscuits because it is quite hard to do something on your own. So Mrs Jones here has very kindly for the last 3-4 years has been helping me. She's actually made the biscuits for me. I'll just show you one here. Mrs Jones, she makes them a normal biscuit recipe and she cuts them out with a special Pugsy cutter, and then she cooks them and then she trays them all up for me. Mrs Jones, how long does it take you to do these?
Because we do it in our working time, we're also cooking for you children as well. It probably takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours to cook a batch, which normally gets us about 100 biscuits.
Could you show us one of the pudgy cutters?
There you go.
How many do you make about each year?
Well, because it was a bit of short notice this year, we've made 415, I think, but we do have a couple of casualties in that. But there is one for every child in the school, and then there are surplus for any staff who require them.
So over the last 5 years, you have made 2,250.
That seems quite a lot of Pugsy Bear biscuits to me.
How long does it take to make them?
Well, Mrs Jones in the kitchen and Katie, they usually make the biscuits for me now over the last few years because it's quite hard to do it on your own, and it's about, I'll say about an hour and a half each batch, and an hour and a half per 100.
Does anyone help you with this mammoth task?
Well, Miss Brown very kindly helps me to decorate the biscuits, which as you can see at the moment, we're just in the process of decorating them, and here's a finished one here.
How do you make and decorate these biscuits?
Well, it's the basic biscuit recipe, and then you roll out the biscuit mixture, and then you cut them out with a Pugsy cutter, pop it in the oven and cook it, and it comes out like that. And then we decorate it with white icing, some Smarties, and then we use black icing to do the eyes, the nose, the mouth and the eyebrow.
Thank you, Mrs Meadows from Sir Alexander Fleming Primary School. Now back to the studio.